What's up, guys? Welcome to the Metal Roofing Channel. I'm Thad Barnette. Today I've got Bryan Yancy from New Tech Machinery here with me. Thanks for being here, Bryan.
Thank you, Thad.
So we're talking brand new roll forming machine from New Tech Machinery. So the SSQ II flagship machine, 16 profiles, standing seam, roof, and wall panels. And now they've introduced the SSQ3. Bryan, tell me what's different in the SSQ3 versus the SSQ2.
Absolutely. Yes. So first we've got the windows on top of the machine, left side, right side, and over the rib roller area. That way we can see all of the tooling, all of the material, the entirety of the entry side of the shear all at once. We've added 8 high output LED lights so that in addition to those windows, if you're in a less than ideal environment to see the inside of the machine, you can turn those lights on. You can see the material, you can see the rollers, you can see the drive assembly, everything all at once. For all of the machines, the light switch will actually be mounted on the power supply, and that is so you, the operator, can lock out the machine and still have the lights on, because that's actually pulling the voltage off the input side of the power supply. So now you can actually lock out the machine, safely take off any of the covers, do a quick swap, and put your covers back on with the lights on.
Yeah, so you can, catch problems before they happen.
Yes, sir.
You can monitor your material as it's being formed, when you're jogging it through, when you first load material, or throughout your job. And we're at METALCON here, so we're in a pretty well-lit environment, but these interior LEDs, they make things so much easier to be able to see the details, within the machine. Right. So, as you're operating.
A lot more operator confidence.
Yeah.
All right, the operator is gonna be more comfortable in what they're doing because they can see it from the controller, all right?
Yep. What else we got?
In addition to the windows and the modified covers on the top of the machine here, we have added a cover with a window to the main drive gears as well. 1 for safety, 2 to protect those drive gears from the elements. We don't want dirt, debris, or anything getting in there, so we can maintain those drive gears longer with having that cover in place. Now, in addition to that cover and in addition to maintaining those drive gears better, we've added remote lubrication to those drive gears and to the bearings that support those drive gears from the outside of the machine.
Yeah, because before, the Zerks are behind the gears,
yeah,
right?
Kind of
so
hidden. Yeah.
Not everybody knows that they're there, for one. And number 2, they got to get in between and behind those drive gears. So
absolutely,
that's the heart of your drive system.
And never take off the covers to get to them.
Yeah.
All right, so, your operator can see what they need to do, and if it needs to be lubricated, hey, hit them, and go to work.
Yep, you're protecting your investment, maintaining uptime. That's really helping the reliability of the machine long term.
Yes, sir. On the covers, we've got RFID sensors now, so that if at any point you have a cover off the machine or misplaced or not correctly installed on the machine, there's no guessing as to which cover we need to look at. The controller is actually reading each individual cover in sequence and will tell you via a picture on the controller of what cover needs to be addressed.
Yeah, so if you got something misaligned, you're not wasting time trying to figure out which one.
Right to the point.
Got it.
To the point. We've also added in the machine, kind of to support the board and batten profile, quick change guide rods on both the left and the right side of the machine. Those guide rods have retention mechanisms that do not require a wrench, ratchet, or bolts or washers. So it's all retained fasteners. Now, the cool part is when you remove those guide rods for the board and batten, they actually store on the frame in the machine.
Okay.
So it's just from point A to point B, we do tooling swap back to point A.
Got it. Yeah, because I could see somebody, misplacing those guide rods, and then you don't have them to support your other profiles.
Well, and that you don't have to fish them out of the machine.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's just like they're always right there.
Yeah, and the board and batten profile is so popular. It just makes a ton of sense.
So talking about the board and batten profile, what we have in the METALCON machine, this SSQ3 now, is the new QWIKSwap tooling that we are going to be applying to all of our popular profiles. No more wrenches, no more ratchets, no more bolts, no more washers. We've got latches. You open those latches, you slide the tooling out, you slide your new tooling in, you close those latches, they're aligning left to right, front to back, and you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, even for my use of this machine, I can cut down the swap time by half.
Wow, okay. So you only need that wrench to adjust the exit dies.
Exactly. All the tooling is out of the machine just by some latch.
That's awesome. And I think you've got a quick change rib roller set too.
So a lot of the OG SSQ owners are gonna love this because our new rib roller will actually hang itself in place in all the existing SSQ machines. Okay,
yep.
So yes, the SSQ3 is great, but hey, we want to support all of our existing owners as well.
Yep.
So that frame will hang itself in place while we're getting it into the machine. We're not trying to kind of adjust it and line up bolts. We've also nixed the bolts. We've got knobs now so that we hang it in place, we can knob it in place, you know, tighten it down, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
so,
quicker, easier for operators, and it protects the equipment, right? Because it could be easy, that's right, to beat it up if you're trying to hold it in place, get those bolts started.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's really great about the QWIKSwap tooling is that all of the existing quick change tooling from the SSQ, SSQ2
yep.
will bolt directly in.
Okay.
With the QWIKSwap tooling, if you remove the QWIKSwap latches, if for whatever reason you're in a I gotta have it done kind of thing, the QWIKSwap tooling also retains quick change mounting ability.
Okay. So it's backwards compatible. New profiles are backwards compatible.
Right.
Okay.
So all of the quick change in the QWIKSwap, and if you really need to, you can put the QWIKSwap in a quick change.
Okay, yeah, show me how it works. So these were bolts previously, right?
Right, well, actually, they had bolt locations.
Okay.
And so these latches exist within that, so that that way we can retain all of the quick change tooling. So we're gonna bring this out of the way. And bring these forward. Tooling comes out. I'm gonna go grab our new tooling of whatever profile that is. And we're done. This is not a notching unit, but for our notching units, we're going to have a revised entry here. So historically, you've had to take all the fasteners loose, take the entry cover off to kind of make adjustments to your notcher. If the coil changes width, we're taking the machine apart. Now we've got latches, we can open that door. It has an RFID sensor, so we're still keeping that safety. We've got, you know, adjustable latches on the notchers now so that, you know, hey, we don't have to have a ratchet to go left or right on the notcher assembly itself. Again, no tools, quicker, easier for that operator.
Yep. And we were talking about interior visibility earlier, but exterior visibility on the job site is important too, right? Because you want to protect your machine, your operators on the job site. Tell me about this.
So yeah, so rolling into that, we have changed this overhead rack from black to blue, really pop on the job site, and then added the Hi-Vis stickers on all sides. That way, if it's a morning, if it's, later in the day, everybody's getting tired, it's going to be easier to see this machine from a distance, not gonna sneak up on anybody. Yep. To our controller, we've added a high output LED strobe so that anytime before the shear moves, anytime the shear is in movement, you can get a visual, hey, the shear is about to be driven.
Okay.
We've added additional viewing area on that last cover as well, so that easier lubrication and more visibility to the entry side of the shear for the material, and lubrication is for daily. Previously, we just had one slit here. Now we can actually see everything that's happening before that material enters into the shear or the shear dies. The only thing else I want to really point out that, a lot of people haven't seen is we have a revised cover over the shear exit as well.
Okay.
It's a flip-up spring-loaded cover with an RFID sensor. It's got a built-in ramp, a built-in directional wheel. We're keeping this shear clean. We're keeping this shear safe. When it pops up, we can see we've got a ramp. The inside cover's kind of cut up so that we can lubricate the shear blades easier. Easier access to the dies. You can just get in there. You don't have to take any of this safety stuff off to actually make adjustments. We can adjust just inside the machine here with a flex extension on a ratchet. Whenever this cover is off, we'll get a notification up here, hey, machine maintenance, cover removed. We'll say which cover, and it will actually tell us which cover and now it's ready to go. Again, easier to keep clean because we've got that cover on there, and it kind of acts as like a mechanical fuse.
Yeah.
If there's a problem with that panel coming out, it shouldn't be hitting that guard. And if it does, that guard's gonna pop up again, and the RFID sensors are gonna tell that controller, hey, there's a problem.
Yep.
And then the operator can fix that problem before they run out a lot of job and then realize, hey, I've got an issue.
Yeah, you're not gonna damage your shear guard, you're not gonna damage the panel. It protects the whole
Absolutely.
system. Awesome, Bryan. Well, great work on this. Really excited about the SSQ3, and NewTek's constantly innovating. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah, we try to support our customers. All of this is customer driven.
Yep.
It was a customer somewhere that said, why don't you do this for me?
Yep.
And NewTek is absolutely open to that. So if anybody else has, hey, why don't you do this for me? Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
And that we'll try to make it happen.
All right. Well, you heard them. If you've got any feedback about the SSQ3 or other NewTek machines, comment down below. Contact your Sheffield Metals or NTM rep. Love to hear from you. Thanks very much, Bryan. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Thad.
Subscribe here to the Metal Roofing channel. As always, I'm Thad Barnette. We'll catch you next time.